So there's two different definitions of power. There's one, the unconscious way of looking at it, the way our leader, some of our leaders look at it is like, hey, I have control over you. That means I am powerful. Whereas if you are enlightened, if you are awakened, the conscious way of looking at power is I have control over me, my life. I am in mastery. I am in self-mastery. That is power. To be able to use your mind and your energy to create the life that you desire, which, by the way, that is the stage that I am in now, which is awesome. That is the light at the end of the tunnel. When you step out and you heal these childhood wounds, when you heal the family karma, when you heal the triggers, you step into a place of being able to consciously create the life that you desire. Why? Because you are no longer guided, blinded by your programming. You step into a place of 100% creation. Rather, when you have childhood wounds, you are just repeating the same patterns of the past. Okay, thank you guys for writing in the chat. I'm going to look through that in a little bit. So thank you. So that is the number one reason. Is that the number one reason? That is the number one reason why you want to heal yourself. That's the number one reason why you want to heal your childhood wounds. So that you're stepping out of a place out of karma and into dharma. Now, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, so it's December 13th. This was November 27th weekend, Thanksgiving Day weekend, American Thanksgiving Day weekend. I was going through some stuff with my parents again, and a lot of, oh my goodness, stuff was coming up for me. A lot of shame I was clearing out. Man, you don't know shame until you actually starts coming up. And then, because someone will say shame and you're like, I don't know, I don't have shame. What's that even mean, that word? But once it starts coming out of you, ooh, it's like a disgusting feeling. So I was dealing with that. And by dealing with that, I mean clearing it and healing it and processing it. And then what happened was my guide said, Blaire, you are moving from a place, you are now moving from a place from karma to dharma. And I was like, isn't that interesting? What's that mean? I was like, because I heard that word dharma before through the years, but I never really knew what that meant. And what I mean by healing it, I mean hearing it throughout the years a couple of times. It was maybe 3 times in passing. And so I was thinking this maybe has to do with like true purpose. Like this has to do with your true path in life. And I looked it up, and yeah, because what is karma? Karma has to do with repeating patterns of the past. That's what most people are in. Everybody has childhood wounds. I just taught a class about this in New York City. Come join me if you want to fly in or you are local, and I'm planning on traveling other places. Things have been in my mind, maybe starting to host retreats or something, which would be cool, in other states and countries. And I was just teaching a class about this in New York, about how most people have childhood wounds. It's not a question of do you have it or don't you have it. Everybody has it, okay? It's a question of whether you're healing it or whether you're not, okay? And if you're not, then you are in this unconscious cycle of karma. And you are just repeating the same patterns over and over again. And once you step out of that, then yes, you are in a place of dharma. Now, what's dharma? Dharma is that you are doing your true purpose in the world. You're able to be of true service in the world, rather than in reaction, rather than, let's say, so focused on yourself and doing your healing work.